Hi again, guys. It's me, Cooking with Pouncy. Thank you so much for whether it's accidental that you got onto my channel and whether you did it on purpose. I really, certainly appreciate either or, okay? So thank you so much once again for viewing my Cooking with Pouncy channel. I'm going to be making some fried rice tonight, probably unlike no fried rice you've ever seen. And what I'm doing here is stirring while I'm talking to you because I'm cooking the chicken to go in that rice. So anyway, this dish I've been making for many years. It was introduced to me. I was invited out to dinner many years ago in my military service. One of my guys and his wife invited me over for dinner, and she made this dish, and I've never forgotten it. In fact, I had that for the first time at their house. I actually made this particular dish for as many as 350 people at one time. And I hope that if you try this dish as well, you'd like it and make it for your family. You may well like it as well. Thank you. Okay, guys. My chicken's doing its thing here. I've got 1 stick of butter in here. This is 2 chicken breasts for this dish. I've got and I'm braising my chicken off here in the butter. 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to sort of ad lib with these ingredients as I put it together. But you'll see in the actual ingredient list exactly or specifically what I used. Okay. This has been cooking about 8 minutes. I'm going to cook it probably 10. My chicken is diced up, and I'll show you the dices, how it's diced, I should say. Little pieces, 1/2 inch pieces, all right? And making sure that chicken gets done. Again, my chicken is looking real good here. I put a little salt and pepper on it for seasoning. And I'm going to be removing this shortly. Here's my cabbage. I got a 1/2 head of cabbage here. I'm not going to use this whole thing. And I'm going to shred it up a little bit. I do have my shredded carrots already. This is 1 cup of carrots. I've got 2 scallions here that I sliced up as well. Okay. So let me do that. Chicken's looking real good here, and it's about ready to put this whole thing together, guys. Believe it or not. Again, I had my stuff already diced up and stuff, and I just wanted to show you guys the process. The chicken is actually starting to brown a little bit, which lets me know that chicken is absolutely done. There's no issues with it. Okay. And so I'm going to take this out of here. Let me do that right now. Because I'm leaving the liquid in there, which is butter, and some of the dripping from the chicken. This is what I'm going to be doing my rest of my ingredients in. Carrots and cabbage and stuff is going to saute right in here too, guys, okay? Okay, so we got all of our chicken out of there. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it is cooking, all right? I'm going to go ahead and do my, all right. I'm going to go ahead and do my cabbage. I need to stop. Go ahead and do my cabbage, and I'm just kind of shredding the cabbage, okay? And again, I don't know how much of this I'm going to do. That's a 1/2 head. I'm going to cut that again and make sure the core's out, and it is. And I'm just going to continue to slice it really thin here. Okay, that's how you want it, all right? Just kind of shred it, just like that. So let's start introducing this back in there. We're going to kind of fry that cabbage, if you will. Get some more in there. I might use that whole 1/2 head. I might use that 1/2 head in its entirety here for this dish. I'm ad-libbing, but again, I'm going to have the recipe for you so you can know exactly how much I put in there, all right? I think that's all I'm going to put in there right now, though, because I don't want my cabbage to outweigh my carrots and my scallions, and just keeping it up with my big chunk I don't want in there. And that's about all I'm going to put in there. So that's a little less than a 1/2 head of cabbage that I'm putting in there, right? And that looks kind of shiny because you got all that butter in there, but you're going to have that in there to be absorbed by that rice when you put the rice in there, right? All right. This is also a dish that I've made with pork as well. And the cabbage is looking pretty good here. I just turned my heat back up. I'm going to get this cabbage a little bit beyond al dente. I don't want it crunchy. I'll put my carrots in there, because I don't want the carrots crunchy either. And continue to cook here. All that's left, guys, as you can see, is my scallions. I've not added any seasoning other than the salt and pepper I put on the chicken initially when I braised that chicken off. All right. Again, the scallions are not in there yet. I'll dump those in a little bit. I don't want them to get all mushy and disappear in there. I got a little coarse ground black pepper here. I had some again on the chicken. I'm going to put a little bit more of that in here. And pepper. I'm not going to do anything but salt yet, guys. Remember, I'm going to taste it before I start adding salt, more salt in that stir-fry sauce. That's looking really good. Cabbage is sweating down real nicely. Yep, and see this kind of simmering a little bit, and I want it to do that. I'm going to have it right beyond al dente with the cabbage. I'm going to now put my scallions in there. My cabbage is nice and limp. It's not crunchy. You can make it crunchy if you want to and make yours. But that's looking really good. I think you guys can see that. I'm going to dump my chicken back in here. Chicken just came out. It's still warm. I'm going to put my chicken back in there. Whatever drippings there were in there, that's going in there too. Going back in there too. Okay. Guys, I'm telling you, this looks good enough to eat right now. Right this minute. All right, I'm going to put my scallions in there. I hope you guys can see that. My goodness, that looks good. That looks wonderful. All right? And again, I'm going to put my scallions. There's some carrots in there. No big deal. They're going to cook. I'm going to put my scallions in there. And I got 2 of these, right? There's 2 of those scallions. I wish you guys could smell this. I don't think they have smell-o-vision, but this is smelling really good. And I haven't even put any Asian spices on it. Don't want to make it too salty. My rice has got salt in it just because I put a little salt in the rice when I was cooking it. And now we're going to call it a tablespoon, okay? And we're going to get that all mixed up. The smell is phenomenal. So here's my cup of rice that I cooked earlier. And we're going to start putting our rice in here. And again, that rice is nice and dry, okay? So I cheated. You guys know how to do that too. Just put less water in it, and it's going to get you to some day-old looking rice. These flavors are phenomenal. I'm going to taste that for saltiness. Is that a word, saltness? I don't think so. How about saltiness? I'm going to kick the heat down a little bit too, because I don't want to cook anything. I just want it to get hot. And we're going to taste this. I'd say perfect. A little salt. I'd say perfect. And again, you have to make it to your taste, your own individual taste, and your family. But this is really, really good. And I'm just going to grab it like this. I'm going to put some on the plate. And I think that's about all the rice I'm going to put in here too, guys. Lots of chicken in there, all throughout the whole dish. And that's what it looks like. I don't have any fortune cookies, but that's what it looks like. And it's very, very, very tasty, okay? And so when you guys make this, and I certainly hope you do, for yourself and your family, I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we're going to enjoy it for our supper tonight as well. I think I've told you everything I need to tell you. It'll be in the notes if you need some, if I forgot something and need more information, it'll be in those notes. Again, thank you so much for subscribing, if you would, to my channel. Please share this with others as well and let me know what you think. And in the meantime, hereafter, in just a moment, we're going to have dinner. So guys, thank you so much for joining us again. Cooking with Pouncy. Good night.